tribe was enslaved in Haiti, in Jamaica, in Trinidad, in Bermuda, in Bahia, in Central America, in Guyana. Every place on this planet, you Africans were enslaved. So part of the tribal self is this trauma of the plantation. You don't walk around pretending you weren't there. Well, individually, none of us were there. But had we not been there, we would not be here. You see, because we were there, we therefore can be here. We have to remember this because this is our empowerment. You see, when they broke our connection with the ancestors, we lost the understanding that they are always with us. You see, Africans have no concept of death in the simple carnal sense of Europeans. And it doesn't matter whether you're Christian or Muslim or whatever. The idea is that in the African philosophy of life, you continue to live in the community, whether you are in flesh or have been able to transcend the flesh. Africans understand you are a part of the community before you get here, while you're here, and when you leave, because you don't ever leave the community. We are still doing the work of Imhotep. We are still a part of the tradition of the tribe of Ramesses. We are still involved in the great work of Obotashaka. We are still, of Shaka Zulu. We are still involved in the mighty work of those people who struggle here. We are still a part of the work of Harriet Tubman and of Denmark Vesey, or Frederick Douglass, and all the rest of those who gave so much. But you see, they wanted to make us believe that we were in violation of our concept of monotheism by appreciating that Africans continue to be a part of the community. Libation was a ritual of memory. It's a way to invoke consciousness. You see, when you remember the ancestors, you actually reinvent them, you recreate them, you bring them back into this place, into this time, and the energies and the power that they had is brought back into this moment. You know, this isn't strange now. Listen, even Europeans now claim that the power of resistance to many diseases and resistance to many problems is because those diseases were defeated by the ancestors. They call it genetic immunity. They talk about how previous generations have already conquered certain diseases, so that immunity is passed on from one generation to the next. And of course, since these people are so physical that they can't see with the other eye, they only look for physical explanations. They're looking for genes and DNA and some kind of biochemical. But the bottom line is that we are spiritually containing everything that has gone before. We are it. The only thing that's not here is what didn't make it. But everything that survived is here in us. That's why we represent the accumulation of the greatest possibilities of human life on this planet. The fact that slavery kicked our butt, but we survived it. Therefore, we've come out of it with greater power than anybody else on this earth. We got. We are a tribe. Now you say, well, like, what about those of us who mix? I got some Iroquois in me, I got some Blackfoot and some Creek in me.